Dragon Ball Absalon, commonly abbreviated as DBA, is a fan-animated series based on the popular original Dragon Ball anime and manga by Akira Toriyama. This series was written by Melvin E. Dompig, also known as Melavelli, and his co-writer Justin Gibson, known as Aleph the Great. In today's video, we're going to be taking a dive into the history of Dragon Ball Absalon, but before we get any further, don't forget to hit subscribe, like this video, and slap the bell notification icon so you never miss another video. Let's get it. Dragon Ball Absalon premiered on YouTube on November 30th, 2012. And new episodes were released periodically between the 2010s. The story of DBA is set 12 years after Goku is seen leaving on Shenron at the end of Dragon Ball GT, and diverges entirely into its own plot from there. It takes place in an alternate timeline from the one in which we saw Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. facing off in the World Martial Arts Tournament at the end of the GT series. Absalon is a direct follow-up to the Evil Shadow Dragons conflict, where this time around, Goku entrusts Vegeta and the others to take his place as Earth's saviors as he leaves with Shenron. Due to this, the Z Fighters make a promise to each other to continue to train and become stronger if a threat was to ever appear on Earth once again. The main plot of Dragon Ball Absalon focuses on the Lost Saiyan saga. After those 12 years passed, a new threat emerges, and the main set of villains this time around are surviving members of the Saiyan race, with abilities highly similar to the Saiyans that we are familiar with coming from a world known only as Absalon. These new enemies are more powerful than any threat the Z Fighters have faced yet, but after all this time undergoing intensive training in case the Earth was ever under threat, our heroes are not so easily toyed with. In the first 3 episodes of the series, Vegeta has left the planet as well to seek new opponents and become even stronger than Goku. The remaining Z Fighters have vowed to remain diligent in their training and protect the Earth in the absence of Kakarot and Vegeta. So we have Maju, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks show up in the first 3 episodes, as well as Piccolo now playing the role of Kami on the lookout. Suddenly, 3 pods mysteriously appear from space, and the Z Fighters sense them and attempt to intervene, only to find the invaders' goal is to resurrect the Saiyans that have died on the planet before. For example, Raditz, but even more importantly, Broly. The Absalons are a group of Saiyans that escape the destruction of planet Vegeta. It's mysterious, and it gets increasingly raw and gritty as the series continues. A vast departure from the style that Akira Toriyama originally had, of more fun-loving and sometimes intense scenes, but nothing too insane, where Absalon pushes our characters and viewers to the limit. New character stories and designs are introduced throughout the series. Majub and Pan are now married and have a family. Future Gohan was also revived sometime before the events of the series, in his own time by Future Trunks, and now sports a cybernetic arm to replace the one he lost during the Future Android saga. Majub has also reached new levels of power and has honed the techniques taught to him by Goku, even learning instant transmission. We also see a new adult version of Gotenks as young Trunks and Goten have matured. Each character engages in some of the most badass crazy fights against the Absalon Saiyans that I've ever seen in any fan series. For Dragon Ball fans, this series is a time capsule in the Dragon Ball fan animation community. In the hearts and minds of the Dragon Ball fandom, this series was edgy, and even though some people didn't like that, for me, I thought that there's actually a place for edginess in Dragon Ball, and Absalon absolutely crushed what they were intending to do, from the animation style to the fight scenes. Specifically, the animation style of Dragon Ball Absalon is pretty noteworthy. The creator, Melavelli, put a lot of effort into making the series look as close to the original Dragon Ball anime as possible. The fight scenes are smooth, action-packed, and the character designs are pretty faithful to the source material. It is a little dark, and I don't mind it, to be honest. It has a futuristic and ominous tone that I think fits well with the extreme power levels that exist throughout the Dragon Ball universe. Also, I feel like the creator was inspired greatly by the Broly movies, which, like a lot of the original old school Dragon Ball Z movies, are a lot darker in nature than the regular Dragon Ball Z series. Overall, Dragon Ball Absalon, in my opinion, is a must-watch for fans of the Dragon Ball franchise. The series offers a fresh take on the beloved story, while staying true to the themes and characters that fans came to know and love throughout the years. If you're a Dragon Ball fan and haven't checked this series out yet, be sure to give Dragon Ball Absalon a chance and see how the Z Fighters fare against their newest and most powerful foes yet. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on the video, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another update. Until next time, peace.